Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a 4v4 MidRank Madness sent to Snipermonkey. His email address is in the description. Please send all MidRank Madness submissions to Snipermonkey. If you send them to me, I'm not entirely sure they will get to him because he is screening them for me and sending me which replays I should cast. Alright, so we're going to introduce these players real fast, because this is a 4v4, and things start really quickly in 4v4 here on Shipwrecked here. So, we have the red Terran player. Wow. Tekoporakrak. That is a Cyrillic name if ever I've seen one. We have Mr. Gonna Kill Ya. We have Rob Ford, and we have Sharpshooter. So it's going to be a Terran Zerg team. For Team South, and then Team North, we're going to have the orange Protoss player. It is Firestar. A green Protoss player, Lutano. We've got a pink Terran, Iron Marine. And then we have a yellow Terran player, who is Blue King. We're definitely pitching red versus blue, this sucker. Let's see what happens. Who's taking the gold base? It looks like Iron Marine is for Team North, and Sharpshooter is for Team South, which is fine. Letting a Zerg player have that gold base is always a fairly nice thing to experience, I think. Just to let them have that base, just because Zerg benefits so much more from it, I think, than the other races do necessarily. Anywho, this is not a mono battle. This is a regular 4v4. Again, it was sent to Snipermonkey, and I figured I haven't cast a regular 4v4 in a while. I've definitely tossed up some 3v3s that I've played out on ladder, which have been a ton of fun. But a straight up 4v4, I did actually cast a kind of higher level, like a master level 4v4 on this very map that was nuts. Like, if you didn't watch that replay, I highly recommend you do it. You probably clicked on this because it's a 4v4 team game. And that one is a higher level than this one, and I believe the ending to that game is more interesting and crazy than this one. Although, I don't know, I haven't watched this, and there's a reason Sniper recommended it. Decided to toss it my way. I do have, he did suggest another MidRank Madness game that is a TTPP. It's about 25 minutes long. That is just, it seems really good, but I just wanted to cast a team game today. So that's where we are with this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you enjoy team games. If you enjoy the MidRank Madness. You see things that you don't get to see in the professional games when you watch the MidRank Madness and the Brave Noob World stuff, you know? That's one reason I like this kind of stuff. I always liked this stuff when other casters were doing it. Back when Husky was casting the Lobby stuff, the Bronze League Heroes, which I think that name was shamefully stolen by another caster, who I will not name, but I kind of thought about just stealing it when I started this up a few years ago, but went with Into the Void, which I think was a little bit confusing for people, and as a result, we went to Brave Noob World, which I think is a little bit more clear of what we're dealing with. So the Reaper does go down, thanks to the combined forces of a lot of people. But everybody's got expansions. It looks like nobody's one-basing it, which means that nobody sucks here, which is always good to see. I like the MidRank Madness to be full of competent people, if not professional level, which is fine. Not everybody can be professional. The vast majority of people who play StarCraft live in the MidRank Madness level, right? The vast majority of people who play with any level of consistency are going to be in Diamond and Platinum. They're not going to be in Bronze. They're not going to be in Silver. They're probably not going to be in Masters or Grandmasters. But this is where they live. So likely, if you're watching this, this is where you live in StarCraft 2. And it's just kind of nice to see what other people are doing in these team situations. It looks like a mass Phoenix play out of Firestar, which is, again, super viable in team games and really hard to deal with as Zerg players in team games, especially. It feels like if there are enough Phoenix out, your Corruptors aren't going to do a lot. What you really need to do is catch them with a Parasitic Bomb, maybe throw a Fungal into them, toss out like just a bunch of Hydralisks and a bunch of Corruptors and work together, but then they don't even have to engage because they can fly and they're so darn fast. Yar! It's so frustrating. Like, all these feelings are coming back. Somebody meching. We've got a Terran player up here who is going for Cyclones and Magfield Accelerator. Oh no, it's a red Terran player who's doing that. My colors, man, Falcon. Get your colors together, man. Yeah, here it is. This is, we're going to call him TKO, because it's easier and kind of more fun to say than whatever that is, at least as far as I know. Cyclone Harass here, trying to get some stuff done up to the north. They're going to kill an Adept because that Warp Prism isn't going to pick it up. The Warp Prism's like, it's fine. We'll let the Adept die. We don't need her anyway. We need to keep these Phoenix alive and keep the Warp Prism alive. And if I had picked up the Adept, maybe I would have gotten locked on myself as the Warp Prism, and I am more important than one Adept is, and you're not wrong. DT's warping in. Gonna Archon these, or are these gonna be regular DTs? Feels like Archon harass a little bit. What are we gonna do with them? Come on, Lutano, let's make this happen. Phoenix, there's a single missile turret here, which is, man, missile turrets hit hard. I don't know if the Phoenix want to come in. They're gonna kill a couple SCVs. Maybe, okay, so 3 of them there, but then the Cyclones chasing them away too. That anti-air is really good, obviously, for them. What are the Zerg players up to? What are you even doing? Oh, double Spire from Mr. Gonna Kill Ya. All right, so that's a lot of Mutalisks, and it looks like Hydra play out of Sharpshooter. Probably not Mutalisks. I take that back just because there's obviously a Phoenix player around. But probably a bunch of Corruptors is what he's going to go for. It could be Mutas. I just don't recommend it. DT's jumping right onto this base. Ka-chow! Taking down a Queen. Going after drones. There's a Spore here, but there's nothing to save it. Look at these Hydras fighting. Overseers are out for Team Red. So the DTs, their days are numbered. And by that I mean they're already dead before that sentence was over. Phoenix trying to see what is going on in this particular section of the map. Got ourselves a Hellion drop heading out too at this stage of the game, which is kind of odd. Phoenix and these numbers, I'm telling you, they get terrifying. They really do. Even if you have a lot of Hydralisk, sometimes it's just not enough to deal with the number of Phoenix that are out on the field. Is he going for a... He does have a Fleet Beacon. Does he have the Anion Pulse Crystal upgrade? He does not, but Flux Veins is coming in for Team Blue. Are we really making Void Rays here today? Who's doing Void Rays? I don't know, but a red drop up here on the top side of the map against Team Blue, going after these SCVs, responding units for Team Blue. Not enough. A tank, however, might be enough here, and then the reinforcements show up, forcing Team Red to get the heck on out of there, getting chased by Marines, but not dying and coming into this base that has no anti-air whatsoever. This is not ideal, but it's actually not that far for the ground army to catch up to it, and that drop does get summarily executed. I love this from Lutano. It is really scary to expand this close to your enemy, especially in a team game. But it can definitely work out for you. The problem is you can set up tanks here, and if you have high ground vision, you can actually hit this mineral line with a tank that's set up right there. There's not a lot of area to put a lot of tanks, which is kind of the saving grace. But yeah, man, we're doing Void Rays now from Firestar. I thought he was going Mass Phoenix. But he's going... Okay, so... He is going an Ion Pulse Crystal. What the heck? So he's going Flux Veins... and the range upgrade for the Phoenix, but the Flux Veins first. I guess speed is pretty important here. What a crazy game this is. Kind of enjoying it. I love that we have all 3 races represented. I love the Zerg players are doing well. I like that there's a bunch of Terran involved here at the same time. Link's trying to knock down Iron Maiden's attempt at this gold base. It's not going to go very well for them, will it? No, I do not think it will. That's a liftoff. Guys, though, that's not a liftoff. These Lings are jumping. And, if they'd focused down the command center, I think they could have killed it, but their intention was not there. Yeah, it's Corruptors out for Mr. Gonna Kill Ya. You could probably take out these Medivacs if you wanted to. He's maybe coming around the back side. Yeah. Medivac's gone, and this bio going to have a really hard time without any Medivac support. Another one gone. Another one gone. There are enough Corruptors here, just kind of one-shot things, which is so beautiful. Hydra's in the mix, trying to take down Lutano's very aggressive base we were talking about earlier. But sniping down, man, these Void Rays, though, they're so dang squishy. Hydras and Cyclones alike can deal with them quite effectively. I think that's a push on this base if you guys wanted to. That's a lot of Hydras. And there are some Zealots, but that is, again, a lot of Hydralisks. So yeah, I think he's just abandoning this base. The Zealots don't want anything to do with this many Hydras. They don't have speed, so they can't even get up to these dudes to hit them before they die. Speed lots are much better than non-speed lots. Caustic Spray taking down that gold base that was almost dead a second ago. For Team Blue, the Corruptor player, Mr. Gonna Kill Ya, is really playing well here, I would argue. This is enough Hydras to deal with that number of Phoenix and that many Void Rays, that's for sure. But with the speed, they can just run. They don't have to stick around. There's no reason to do so. Hydra's coming up that ramp. It's probably a bad idea. They are trying to kind of cut their way back here and say, never mind, I'm not going to go up that ramp after all. Thank you for asking. Slow Lings from Sharpshooter arriving, which is just beautiful stuff. He had never got speed. All those Hydras go down thanks to the combined forces of Team Blue. But another base for Blue King is going to get wrecked by the Caustic Spray. Oh, gosh. Oh, the Mules die there, too. It is not a good time to be an expansion in this game. It seems like everybody gets about 2 bases, maybe 3 if you're lucky, and then anything beyond that, nuh-uh. It is not happening. TKO does have his... Is that his third? That's his third base. Okay. Just saying, getting a fourth base is really difficult. Everybody's being pretty aggressive in their own different ways. Actually going for servo. Servo transformations there. That upgrade. Iron Marine says, let's get the heck on out of here. Let's go, go, go. Widow Mines, though. Oh, nice lift and kill on the rest of the Widow Mines, though. Decent Widow Mine hits. Oh, the mass Widow Mine. What? Okay. All right. Serious hits here. TKO is going mass Widow Mine in addition to his Cyclones, which is kind of a fun strategy. If not, like, ridiculously viable. Golly, against Phoenix, though. Kind of awesome. Maybe, I mean, again, Zerg struggle with mass Phoenix. Not so much Terran. We just don't see that in the pro levels at all. Trying to pull back into where the hiders are. Overextend. Oh, the Void Rays choose not to do so, which is smart. Mr. going to kill ya. He's got a bunch of bases. Rob Ford's got a bunch here, too. I think that might be a fourth for him. Team Red expanding pretty well, but Team Blue is on the warpath here. Coming in with Blue Flame, Hellbats, Marines, Marauders, Archons, High Templar against these Hydras, and the Zealots have speed now. Bit of an unnecessary storm, but it's totally cool. Team Red on the warpath up the right side with Marines, Marauders, Banelings, Corruptors, and Medivacs in play here as well. So both teams getting some stuff done. Team Blue continuing to push into TKO with his cheeky Widow Mine play. He's going to lose his factories. He's in a lot of trouble. These Brood War Zealots are here. They're skinny and they are mad. Maybe they're skinny because they're not eating very much and that's why they're so angry. I think sometimes that's what happens. Yeah, just Lings, not really going to do so well, it turns out. Those Hellbats are done. Caustic Spring, another base of Lutanos. I'm telling you, Team Blue is just not being allowed to have many bases here. Team Red's doing a better job expanding along this right side and even along this left side, but Team Blue wiping out a major member of Team Red here with TKO. Engagement in the middle of the map. The Void Rays are getting caught out by a lot of Marines, and all of the Void Rays are going to go down. They're not focusing very well here at all. I guess the Void Rays aren't getting focused by the Marines either, but they're such good anti-air units, I don't think that it really matters. Wow, and then suddenly Firestar's in a lot of trouble, but Iron Marine on the bottom side of the map, the Corruptors are here to kill the Medivacs, and Banelings off creep, maybe not necessarily as good, but you know, if there aren't any Medivacs to escape to, you can wipe that out. So the aggression of Team Blue in the south here, I think, has been shut down. I would argue it has pretty much been shut down here. Expansion up here for Lutano. He's trying to make this happen. Blue King has another base up on that right side, kind of top side of the map as well. So it's 50, 133, 127, and 71 supply for Team Red. Team Blue's at 136, 68, 107, and 91. I'd say Team Red has just the most overall supply here, but that might just be a lot of economy. They don't necessarily have army. Hard to tell at that stage with just these numbers. Marines, oh, the storm. Oh, the Hydralisks and the Marines likewise just getting torn apart by that psionic storm. Corruptors don't want to fly over an Archon if they don't have to. They did, but they got lucky. But he stormed his own High Templar there just a little bit. Banelings say High Templar no. Say Hellions no. Archon gets finished off by the Marines here. Hellbats can't even get close enough to these Marines to even defend themselves at this stage. Corruptors trying to focus down the Void Rays. I think there might be enough to fight here if they want to. They're getting prismatic alignment and right in the face, though. Drop up at Mr. Gonna Kill Ya's base from Iron Marine. Iron Marine has been on the forefront of a lot of these pushes here today. Takes out an entire hatch. Everybody doing a great job expanding and re-expanding when they lose bases. Ay caramba. Left side, Hellions coming in. God, that transformation servo upgrade is so fast. I knew it would come back to me on the fly here. So much red, blue, Iron Marine just getting wrecked. Absolutely destroyed there on the right side. Again, this space is up for Rob Ford. This space is up for Rob Ford. He's macroing really, really heavily. And I just feel that Team Blue has enough here. Iron Marine says, let's pull back. Don't lose your Medivacs. Where are your boosts? The tank fire, though. Wiping out that ground army, keeping those Medivacs alive. Fantastic play. More Void Rays, huh, Firestar? I didn't feel like you did very well with them the first time around, but hey. To each their own. Everybody has their favorite units. To me, it's Ultralisks. I play them more often than probably makes sense. And the Void Rays here from Firestar being played probably more than they make sense. which is all right, I would say. TKO doesn't have much of an army defending, especially against ground here, so that's bad. The Corruptors for Mr. Gonna Kill You have been so darn effective today. Is he just going to wipe out another orbital command? This is the 3rd or 4th base he has killed with Corruptors. You can't heal through that, and there's not enough Marines to kill these. You kill the base and you get out of there. I don't think he lost a single Corruptor in that engagement. So fantastic. Meanwhile, down here, Lutano wiping out TKO's attempt to establish anything. TKO's having a bad day. He lost his main. This base is getting mined out. He tried to take a 3rd base over this way, but the evil, mean Protoss showed up and destroyed him on that one. Yeah, TKO's at 34 total supply. Really bad. Hydras, even in smaller numbers, they just trade so well against Void Rays until the Zealots show up, and then suddenly it's a different story. Why do the Hydras prioritize the Zealots there instead of the Void Rays by default? That's dumb. They should prioritize killing the Void Rays. The Zealots are less of a threat overall to everything, but it's Q. Poor Iron Marine loses another base here, but he did some good mining on it based on the leftover minerals there. Reinforcing Marines coming in from Marine Ford, but there's a lot of Blue Flame Hellions here and some Void Ray support here too. Rob Ford trying to do it on his own on the right side of the map. That's not going to work out for him at all. Still pushing down Lutano. Nobody really here to stop him except for Mr. Gonna Kill You with a lot of Lings and Banes and a bunch of Hydras and Liberators here from TKO to deal with that ground army of the Protoss. Very annoying for Protoss to deal with without question. Another hatchery down. Mr. Gonna Kill You gonna lose that. Does he have... He's got this... No, man. Is he done? He's got this one, but it is not healthy. Wow, what a great game this is. This has been absolutely nonstop action. Really back and forth. Hard to tell who's going to win this at any stage. Rob Ford, again, has had a lot of income, but he hasn't really been able to get up a giant army. He's at 109 supply right now, which is not ideal. Blue Flame Hellions going to find this planetary of Rob Ford's and take a shot to the face and then get out of there because good Hellions are smart that way. Even smarter ones come around the back side and try to find if there's an angle where they can take down SCBs without getting shot in the face by said planetary. Yeah, Banelings do not want to engage into those Archons or really the tanks necessarily, but sure, they'll wipe them out if they can. Not great tank control there from Iron Marine. Lutano potentially going to lose this space, but he does have a very nice Protoss army here with Stalkers, Archons, High Templars, Zealots. Pulling back when things aren't good. Another base of Blue King's going to die to these Corruptors. Mr. Gon Kill Ya has just been on a specific vendetta to kill bases today. And he's done such a great job of it as well. The defense here from Lutano is great, especially storming these Liberators. The Hydra's bad against Storm here too, and he just shoves this away like he's not going to fly out of his front windowsill. Get out of here. Go away. Blue King loses another base. He has this one, which is horribly oversaturated. Most of his workers are down this way, if I had to guess what's going on there. But Firestar pushing down the left side. And again, Team Red coming up the right side. This has kind of been how this has been. Blue left side, Red right side. Sharpshooter going to lose a base. Where has he been today? Oh, he's the Hydralisk player, right. So Sharpshooter's the Hydralisk player, and pretty good against this, except for the Storm, I'd say. Storm is kind of the great equalizer. Another base by Blue King gets taken down by these Corruptors. It's kind of a fun job, I think. What Mr. Golden Killia has in this game is... Oh, Battlecruiser's out from TKO. Man, what a weird game he's had. He's only at 64 supply, but he has 3 Battlecruisers, depowering a lot. That was one heck of an Artosis Pylon. But they can't jump out because they jumped in, which means these Void Rays will absolutely wreck them. And sure, good job, guys. I don't know that you paid for yourselves necessarily, but you are all completely dead. Another Battlecruiser from TKO up north, trying to kill add-ons as well as he can. Some Lings not really accomplishing much from Team Red here, unfortunately. Top right base from Rod Ford getting shelled by tanks. Oh my gosh, another base. Oh, he canceled that one. Mr. Golden Killia, I guess he realized his teammates needed him more here than to snipe that base. But taking that splash damage from the Archons That's a lot of Void Rays. The Corruptors are standing in. That's not what they want to be doing. They do very intelligently pull back. Marines, Marauders versus the Archons. Is there any Storm remaining? I'm not sure that there actually is. The Archon's doing that bonus damage, but the upgrades here are pretty good. What a SCV transfer here from TKO. Battle Cruisers from TKO running around the north side of the map pretty much unopposed at this point, and blue does get shoved back. At this point, these medevacs from Iron Marine are just lost to time, but somehow they managed to escape and get out of there. These tanks from Blue King are just base killers. They're just Planetary Fortress destroyers from distance right now, which I'm so impressed by. 5 Liberators at a time coming in from TKO. He is refusing to give up without a fight. He's got 59 supply. 49 for Mr. Golden Kill Ya. He lost a lot of Corruptors, I think, in that last engagement. He doesn't quite have the flock that he did before. Oh, yeah, 3 Corruptors. Not even close. Not even close to the flock he had before. Sharpshooter expanding kind of desperately right now. Rob Ford taking these high ground bases. Lutano's been successfully able to expand. Blue King again. He's not going to lose this again, is he? The 3 remaining Corruptors from Mr. Golden Kill Ya, but he does lift and get it out of there because, nope, hang on, you actually have to, no, that doesn't work. You actually have to fly it away. Oh no, can he out-repair this? Look at red coming up, Rod 4, okay, so the orbital's down. Losing a Corruptor, 2 Corruptors in the process. Was that a fair trade? Probably. Blue King gonna lose another base. Blue King's at 90 supply, but I think he's gonna lose all these SCVs. Oh gosh, he tried to reverse direction. He's down to 65 total supply. He's got some Thors in here, which are going to do some good damage from distance. And blue managed to win that engagement quite nicely. TKO just killing 8 probes here in this bottom left base for Firestar. Charge lots on top of all of the Hydralisks. Sharpshooter going to lose a base here too. Wow, this game has been incredible. Another base down for Rod 4. The number of dead bases in this game is like in the 20s right now. It really feels like it is. With the sheer number of hatcheries, command centers, and nexuses that have been wrecked today. Drone transfer for Mr. Golden Kill Ya. Bad place to be with Zealots around, my guy. Another base from TKO getting wrecked by the Protoss. I think Team Blue might have just taken command of this game. Rob Ford's at 106 supply. He's doing great with the macro. His army's pretty good. But Blue King 84, Firestar 98, Lutano 120, and Iron Maiden 89 supply. That is adding up to more than TKO's 27, Sharpshooter's 13, and Mr. Golden Kill Ya's 30. So it looks like Team Blue might be on a bit of a death push right now just based on those numbers and what we're looking at. Oh, the drone transfer. Some Banelings get some decent hits. Iron Maiden pulls back. Iron Maiden's taking some serious hits to his economy here today too, but he is not worried about it. Blue coming on in. God, those Zealots look so weird. They don't even look like Brood War Zealots. They're like their own thing. I don't know what it is. Liberators getting some defensive fire here from TKO, which is cool. But eventually they have to get out of there because the Stalkers and the Thors, more importantly, the Thors are here. Thor is here. Yeah, the starports are getting wrecked. TKO has a handful of Liberators, and that's about it. You'll notice Team Blue is kind of being left to their own devices. And when you're left alone in StarCraft, that's when you are the scariest. Iron Marine going to lose a bunch of SCVs here, though, so that's not good. Maybe even lose an orbital if those Hydras have their way. But this push from Blue King, Firestar, and Lutano is pretty good. Actually, Firestar is out. So he's not interested in participating. Is he really pulling back to deal with these Hydralisks? Which, again, in fairness, are incredibly annoying. I don't know. This Mass Thor play, especially with the charge lots to absorb hits from this bio, he's alone. That's the problem. Rob Ford is alone. Like, the Banelings are trying to... No, what a blink on top of those Banelings. What a beautiful move there from Lutano. Oh, that was great. Sharpshooter taps out with the GG. Firestar calls the good game well played. Mr. Golden Kill Ya is gone. And I think that's it. I mean, Rob Ford might be able to kind of stand in here and do something against these Thors and against these Stalkers. It's not a great composition versus bio. The Zealots are largely gone, but there's just not enough left. TKO taps out and bam! Blue King, Firestar, Lutano, and Iron Marine are your winners in 24 minutes and 47 seconds. Wow. hit that like button if you enjoyed that match. I thought it was nonstop, incredibly fun action myself. I wish we could see how many bases died, but in 4v4, it doesn't show you buildings down, just units down. I love that one Mutalisk died for Mr. Gonkilia. Like, he accidentally made a Mutalisk, but 36 Corruptors and Banelings. The Corruptors did their job, man. They killed so many bases, but as far as being able to stand against a ground army, it just wasn't going to happen for Team Red there. They just didn't have the answer to a bunch of Zealots, Stalkers, and Thors that were coming from Team Blue for them. The bio was a good answer, just there wasn't enough of it. Unfortunately, from Rob 4 down to 60 supply at the end of the day, ends up losing. Does he lose? I don't know if he loses that one necessarily, but it's all good. Just too many bases from Blue. Again, this one died a few times. This base died a few times. This base died a few times and is in fact still dead. So the harassment from Team Red was fantastic, but it just, at the end of the day, Team Blue was able to overcome it, rebuild, get it kind of a better composition, I think, than Team Red was. Better teamwork. And they win. That's kind of the story of how this stuff works. Whew! All right. Well, that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a mid-rank madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you saw today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice, our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. Sense of soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Shaladu. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Shaladu. Kalarulas. Aramulas. Aklaranus. Naslaran. Kinalatu. Casar di Templare. Daramanaga. Oshara Sashina. Kinalatu.